Hey, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, Howell by Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Just GMS stop and listen. Coming with a learned lesson, man. Just trying to, keep this truth going because it's your prophecy, man. And this is from the Business Insider. It says entire aisles are empty. Whole Food employees reveal why the stores are facing a crisis of food shortage. See, there's Whole Foods, the shelves are empty, right? And it says Whole Food employees say stores are suffering from food shortages because of a newly implemented inventory management system called Order to Shelf or OTS. Whole Foods say the system reduces unnecessary inventory, lower costs, frees up employees to focus on customers, which is probably some bullshit. Employees acknowledge that less food is spoiling in storage rooms, but they describe OTS as a militaristic system that crushes morale and leads to many items being off the stock, being out of stock. Last week we ran out of onions and potatoes twice, and an employee at Brooklyn Whole Food store said entire aisles are empty at times, right? It has for weeks had empty shelves in one shop there twice a week. One customer told Business Insider the prepared food section is not refreshed and food looks stale. It says Whole Food is facing a crush of food shortage in stores that's leading to empty shelves, furious customers, and frustrated employees. Many customers are blaming Amazon, which bought Whole Food in August for 13.7 billion. Analysts have speculated that the storage shortages, Salakia, could be due to a spike in shopper traffic in the wake of acquisition. But Whole Foods employees say the problem began before the acquisition. They blame the shortages on the buying system called Order to Shelf that Whole Foods implemented across its stores earlier last year, earlier in 2017. Business Insider spoke with 7 Whole Food employees, from cashiers to department managers, who asked to remain anonymous for fear of retribution. Order to Shelf or OTS is a tightly controlled system designed to streamline and track products, purchases, displays, storage, and sales. Under OTS, employees largely buy stock rooms and carry products directly from delivery trucks to store shelves. It is meant to help Whole Food cut costs, better manage inventory, reduce waste, and clear out storage. But its strict procedures are leading to store-wide stocking issues, according to several employees. Angry responses from customers are crushing morale, they say. Many of the photographs in this story were provided to business at my store out of products in every department, including mine. An assistant department manager of an Illinois Whole Food told Business Insider regional and upper store management know about this. We all know we are losing sales and pissing off customers. It's not that we don't, we do, but our hands are tied. Whole Foods did not respond to several requests for comment on this story. Of course they're not. Because they have an underlying agenda, which is going towards the underlying agenda is going towards uh that system being set up and it's militaristic is going towards that cashless, going towards cashless, and which is going towards the chip. It is prophecy anyway, famine, And it says Whole Foods didn't want to respond to several requests for comment on this story. The company executives have described the changes as cost saving, and employees acknowledge that they have helped reduce food spillage in stock rooms. But even those who agree the company needed a better system to reduce losses and waste say it has gone too far. Right? Here's a store in Hartford, Connecticut. Look, you got two pineapples on the shelf. It says OTS operates under a strict set of requirements mandated by the Whole Food Corporation office in Austin. So the head office is in Texas for purchasing, storing, and displaying products on the store shelves. The place says one of those requirements they say has led to the dramatic reduction in Whole Food stores' so-called back stock in back rooms until they are needed on store shelves. The system is now set up to pretty much only have enough product to keep the shelves full and no extra. An employee of the store in Sacramento, California, told Business Insiders she said the department's back stock area was now 25% of the size it was before they implemented the OTS. An employee of another store said the seafood department had once had a giant freezer to store extra inventory, was now sharing one of the meat department. This one right here is saying, look, this store right here is in Boston. And when you go down, uh, I read this, it says, a reduced back stock means any unexpected increase in shopper demand or product shipment that result in an out of stock across every department, multi-employee said. If a truck breaks down and you don't get a delivery, then you have empty shelves. And assistant manager of the Chicago area food store said. So that's part of when them and what's coming, the famine that's coming. Because we always preach that the trucks, if they really don't have but like a 3 day supply of food, but they are even reducing it even more. Right now it's really like 1 day. And it said, hey, customers are being mad, they're going off, which will lead to anarchy. When you read in Second Ezra the 15th chapter. So this is part of prophecy, man. The famine, coming to lack of food, in great tribulation. Look at them shells, man. Look at them shells. Go down through this article. You can read the article on the Insider. This is in Boston. No litter, no meat. Everything's empty. You know, I go through this. I'm gonna go through some scriptures. Look at them shelves, man, completely empty. That's a store in Chicago. The salad store is empty. Look at that. So this is part of prophecy, man. And if we going through this famine, basically you've always had famine. Famine is through the scriptures. This is Genesis 41:36. And that food shall be for store to the land in 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. Right, and this was back when the famine came to Egypt, and Joseph, his family is and the food shall be for store. Look up store. It shall be for a deposit that which was delivered to keep, right? That's what that word store means, to mean delivered. So in this time, basically, the time we in now, you gotta remember it just said that Amazon bought the Whole Foods out for $13.7 billion. And what does Amazon do? Amazon delivers, right? So like it was saying, if you have trouble, whether a truck can, then it's gonna be even worse, man. Cause what Amazon do, you can't buy any. And then another thing, you can't buy anything through Amazon with cash. You got to use it's a cashless system. You got to use a card. You're gonna be needing what? A chip. So it's all leading to the RFID chip, man. You know, through Amazon, you cannot use cash, man. So that's what that and that. So when they do the S, right? When they do this, that's what it's going to. That whole system. You know, you can't basically you're not gonna be able to go to the store no more. You just gotta order it. If it make it there, make it there. You know, that's just like I got a neighbor, some lady live across the street. You really never, but you see UPS and FedEx bringing boxes of food to her house like twice a month, man. So like, hey, if it come a time where that weather, inclement weather, or just stuff start happening, you can't get your food. Hey, then hey man, like I said, people gonna be going mad and crazy, man. This is verse four, go to verse 56 in the same chapter. It says the famine was, and Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land. So he opened the storehouses and sold, meaning to deal in grain. It say he opened all the storehouses, right, unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore, meaning it was strengthened, it prevailed, it was hardened. That word, it goes into it was very strong, right? So the one that's going to happen now is going to be the same as before in Egypt, man. Look up, Egypt is bondage. Egypt is America. America spiritually known as Egypt. Same thing that happened then is basically going to be happening again. All the countries came to Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn because that the famine was so sore in all the land. They came to buy, right? So when you look at Amazon being in charge of Whole Foods now, that's what we're going to, man. It's basically leading to it. This is Genesis 43 and 1. This says, and the famine was sore in the land, meaning it's great and heavy, massive, difficult, burdensome, very oppressive, and that's what you about to experience with this whole food experience, man. It's about to be a very oppressive and a lot of distress on the people because in the angry customers, man. You know, angry customers to the point when it gets so bad, hey, like it's gonna be like in Second Ezra's, man. You know, this is Genesis. Let's go to 47 and let's try 13. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore. The land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by the reason of the famine, man. They languished to amaze, to startle, madmen, right? To languish, faint, and be mad. So the more and more they keep this OTS system going, hey man, it's gonna bring certain emotions of anger and fear to the people. It says they're gonna faint and languish, right? To be rabid, insane. You know how you people are from exalted or frenzy. You know how you people are, man. When you don't get no food, man. Jake is like that. They don't eat all day, man. They get pissed off and shit instead of just fasting, man. You know, which is one of the things that fast, man. It's a requirement, fast, man. But Jake, man, hey, like I said, man, this is one of the things that's culminating to the end, man. This famine, man. You know, one of the things, man. Because a lot of people shop at Whole Foods when you're really trying to eat healthy. You go to Whole Foods, but you have like certain people trying to get away from those regular grocery stores because shit just be looking old in there anyway. The salad be looking all withered. So come out with like saying they come out, hey, we got organic stuff. Our stuff is more fresh. So and the prices are higher. So but people will spend higher prices for better food. I went to Whole Foods, man. You got Whole Foods across America, but now Amazon is in charge of it. So basically, like I said, put a system in there and buy food, man. Like I said, this is all leading up to the chip, man. Hey, Joseph family went through it. You know, history repeats. David went through it. David went through a famine for 3 years because of Saul's bloody house. You know, David went through it. Elisha went through it. It's Jeremiah. Let's see here, 44. It says, "For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, bondage, America, and I have punished Jerusalem by the sword and by famine and by pest." Is one of the punishments, man. That lack of food. That's one of the punishments of the people, man. You know, so the elect, like the Lord said in Isaiah 65, man. My servant, they gonna drink. So brothers have to keep, man, and don't let none of this separate you. What does it say? Separate you from uh Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me read that. This is Romans 8:35. Who shall save us from the love of Yahweh Shai? It says, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or pearl or sword. It says even famine. So who gonna separate us from the love of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? All these things are not. We keep our faith, man. The Lord is gonna see us through this because all these are basically tests. When you read in Sirach second chapter, they're basically tests for us, man. So we keep that love of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's gonna come. His servants are gonna eat, man. So it's going to get worse. Martial law is implemented and widespread. It's going to get worse. Like Second Ezra 15:19 says, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, man. And that's where they're going, man. You know, with this whole food OTS, man, with this new buying system, which is gonna basically lead to the chip. You know, you're gonna have to have a chip in Amazon, for them to deliver it to you. You know, that's what it's gonna lead to. When you read on to that article, it goes biomet. It talks, I think, more on biometrics, man, and that's Revelations 13, Revelations Salakia 13, 16, start 17. It says, "In that no man might buy or sell, save he have that mark, karagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Right? Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 603 score and six, 666, biometric, man. And that's where it's headed to. When you read in an article, it tells you that OTS system is going into biometrics, man. Code, biometric codes, you know. It's making it easier for them, but really it's putting a burden on the people. Less food. This is famine. This is a prophecy, man, of the scriptures, man. And we are in 2018, the year of prophecy, man. You know, these things are coming to pass, man. The very things that the prophets speak about on the highways and byways every week is coming to pass. 2018. We're in the 18th day. It's already a lot of things that happen in 18 days, man. So much stuff you can't even report on, you know. But this is part of hey, this is part of history repeating itself from Genesis to famines through David, in Second Ezra, and in Revelations, man. And with that, man, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is GMS Stop and Listen. GMS.